Hello everyone, I'm Ryan Chan, CEO and founder of UpKeep. Today we're about to embark on an exciting journey exploring the world of road construction, specifically why it usually takes place at night. We'll dive into the complexities of highway systems in the United States, their maintenance, and how these factors impact us, the end users. Along the way, we'll uncover some interesting facts that might just change how you view your next traffic jam. So buckle up and let's get started. The best time to get down and dirty with highway construction is typically at night. Why, you ask? Well, it's because the volume of traffic is much less than during the day. Plus, highway construction workers can complete the work more quickly and safely with less traffic. This leads to cost savings and increased efficiency. But it's not just about the traffic. Factors such as weather conditions may also play a role in the timing of new road construction or preventive maintenance work. Now let's talk about the highway system in the United States. This system is the backbone of our society. It allows people to travel easily and safely for work, school, recreation, and a host of other purposes. Plus, the highway system is critical to the efficient movement of all the goods and services that companies and consumers require to accomplish their own production, goals, objectives, and tasks. According to the American Road Transportation and Builders Association, this country has more than 4.1 million miles of public highways and nearly 615,000 bridges. In 2015, these roads and bridges carried almost 3.1 trillion vehicle miles of travel. So why does road construction typically happen at night? It's because the traffic volumes are lower during those hours. This lessens the impact that construction has on the local community and improves the safety and production efficiency of construction works. In fact, the New York City Department of Transportation reports that at night, work is completed 2 to 3 times faster than the same work done during the day. While most of us complain about road construction when it directly affects our lives, it's a critical part of allowing our modern society to operate effectively. Consider these interesting facts reported by the American Road Transportation and Builders Association. Across the country, nearly 1/5 of all major highways need repaving or significant repairs to remain safe. More than 47,052 of the bridges in the United States are technically structurally deficient and require significant maintenance. Roughly $160 billion is spent by U.S. drivers due to congestion and delay. That translates to 6.9 billion hours sitting in cars and 3.1 billion gallons of fuel consumed due to this issue. About $28 billion of that total congestion cost was related to the U.S. trucking industry. This boosts the cost of fleet maintenance for these companies, which gets passed along to consumers. That means higher prices for many goods and services. According to the ARTBA, Rhode Island has the worst roads and bridges in the country. More than half of its highways are in poor or mediocre condition, and nearly 1/4 of its bridges are designated as structurally deficient. Now, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. In June 1956, President Dwight Eisenhower signed the Federal Aid Highway Act of 1956. This bill prompted the original creation of a 41,000-mile highway system. It was a step that some considered long overdue, as Henry Ford's production of cars began in 1908. Motorized cars were growing in popularity rapidly, and dirt roads were simply not a viable long-term solution. Originally, private companies like car manufacturers and gas station owners footed the bill of creating the nation's roadways in hopes of long-term profits. Eventually, these private companies convinced the government that roadways were a public concern and need, which shifted funding over to public money. Today, federal and state governments share the expense of building and maintaining our highway system. So, who approves road construction? Local, state, and federal government officials all play a role in approving road construction projects. According to the Congressional Budgeting Office, the officials who have the best information and incentives for particular road projects should approve funding and construction. For example, the federal government typically approves interstate highway projects and repairs because it wants to promote projects that have broad geographic benefits. However, local government officials should determine which community roads and projects take the highest priority for that particular area. And who pays for road construction? Ideally, those who use the highways and roadways should foot the majority of the bill for highway construction projects. In some larger cities with a great deal of traffic, toll systems collect money from users, and taxes on gasoline would be another source for funding transportation-related projects. However, the reality is that these means of income generation are simply not enough. According to the Frontier Group, nearly half the funds used to build and maintain highways comes from general taxes, like income and sales taxes. In 2012, $69 billion of highway spending came from general funds. This trend has increased over time. A Frontier Group report showed that in the 1960s, road user fees paid for nearly 3/4 of road construction and maintenance. Today, that has shifted to a nearly even split. And as a result of inflation, slower growth in driving, and more fuel-efficient cars, that shift is likely to continue. In conclusion, our highway and road systems are critical to our modern society. As the country's original roadways and highways reach half a century of usage, emergency and preventive maintenance costs will continue to increase, while at the same time, growing cities will work to build new highways. The balance of these projects will become a greater issue in the upcoming years. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the intricacies of road construction and maintenance. We've explored why roadwork often happens at night, the importance of our highway system, and the challenges of funding these critical projects. If you found this information valuable, please subscribe to our channel for more insights. For further resources and tools to help your maintenance and reliability teams be more successful, visit us at upkeep.com.